Okay, another one. Another question I had was, how do we extract from a JPEG to make a PNG? And this is super simple, although it's not necessarily easy, just super simple. I'll just remove that. So let's say that I want to extract this little girl. Well, I will use my favorite tool, which is the edit selection. Using with black and white, I'm going to put the white on foreground and I'm going to select her. The hardness is way too low. And I'm going to go extremely fast here. You will do much better. I have been doing some extractions this week like crazy. So, kind of getting in the groove. And if you are to do something, you will definitely zoom in more and use a much smaller brush, but I'm just going to show the process. And when I undo like that here, it's because I'm using the right button. In that, the right button turns to uses the black brush. And then I guess I will have to go smaller. I can zoom in. Remove some edges here. Add the little thumb. And when you're happy, you click again. And now you can copy with Control C and paste as a new image. And now you have your subject without any background. At this point, that's where you will save it as a PNG. So you can save it as a PNG, but one thing that I found is that the first time you save as a PNG, you might be stuck and it will have a background. So for that, you have to go to Export, PNG Optimizer, and there you will have different settings. And if you don't have, like typically by default, this is what you're going to get. Okay, well, you can see how it's not perfect here, but you have no transparency. So even if you save as a PNG, you don't have any transparency. And you say, well, that's why I wanted a PNG. That's why the very first time you save as a PNG, you go to Alpha Channel Transparency and just change that button and click OK. This is basically the only thing that you really have to take into consideration. If you're using a chroma key and green screen, and there's all kinds of other things that you might want to look into, but that's really not for basic use of a PNG. So that means if I want to save this, I'll go to my images, stock photos, and if I save this as image 8 PNG, I will be able to reopen it with a background. So now if, let's say I want to save as, or F12, and let's just go back. to my images, stock photos. When I do save as, it will do the last thing I did, the last format I used when I did F12 or save as. In this case, it was a PSP image. But if I change now to PNG and I call it image 8B, for example, I will have now that transparency. So if I close it and I open image, I'll go to, so both here, they open and they do have that transparent background. So that's how you can extract, whether it's a flower, a button, or anything that you take a picture of. It could be a person, but it can definitely be an object also. And a lot of scrapbook supplies are actually extractions of photos that were taken. Hey there! I hope you found this information helpful. If you're curious to dive deeper and explore more about PaintShop Pro, we've got a wealth of resources waiting for you in our membership area. There, you'll find in-depth classes, workshops, Q&A sessions, and much more to help you enhance your PaintShop Pro and digital scrapbooking skills. Feel free to check it out. The link is in the video description below. Thanks for watching and see you in the campus!